but it's not about me. It's about everybody that runs. We all have a cause or a reason. But that yeah, thank you. That was a nice one. I'm glad you took that. Wherever it came from or whoever took it.
Yeah. Okay. Can you describe whoops. I was reading that in Spanish. Media's involvement in the war.
Well, that was, I think, what made it hard on people back home, because I mean, even though I was over there, when I came back, found out that they were televising, and the media was out there. In fact, I have another book at home that is solely about the people that were out there, the reporters that were out there with us, the guys that were, I think we were all guys. I don't think there were any women that were over there at the time with us, but they brought the war to Liverpool. People were watching what we were going through over there. There's two that I can recall where one, it was a captured Viet Cong that apparently from the story that I heard was that this police South Vietnamese policeman had experienced. They had killed his family. The North Vietnamese or the Viet Cong had killed his family or somebody in his family. So when they captured this Viet Cong, he walks up and they show him blowing his brains out.
They televised.
Yeah, they televised it.
Right?
Yeah, they televised that shooting, and I mean they still televise it to this day. I've seen it many times. And there was another one where they show a little girl, and she's totally naked because the napalm, the bombs from the napalm were like I told you, it's like taking somebody taking fuel
and like burning.
Yeah. So some of the people after the bombs were dropped
if they got it, then
they got it on. Yeah, so it just burned you. But they have that picture. The media. I suspect that it was that part of it, that people were watching us on TV and articles were in the paper, that maybe brought that war to the end that it came down to. Because otherwise, if the public wouldn't have known what was going on, and they kept sending troops and people kept dying and sending troops as it was. Look at the numbers, like I told you, the 68,000 people died. But the media, I think, looking back at it, at the time I did, never gave it a second thought, but looking back at it, I think the media probably helped bring that war to an end, because it made people aware of the ugliness of war that we had experienced. Because I don't believe that happened even in Korea. I know it didn't happen in World War II. I mean, there's footage, but it wasn't being televised. And it wasn't article after article. You see a fight going on, and you see the destruction, and you pick up the paper now, and especially today, there's probably the stuff that goes on with media, all the smartphones, and everybody that has access to, it happens within 5 minutes. You can find out what's going on the other side of the world, and so I don't know. Like I said, back when I was involved in this conflict thing, I would have thought twice about it. Today, I know that the media was there the way it was for that reason. That it maybe made the war that war a little bit shorter. Who knows? Maybe a few months, maybe a few years, but it did have an effect because of the folks back home just couldn't handle the ugliness of what we were going through over there, and the number of people that were dying.
Because the government would give us all these lies, right?
Yeah,
Otherwise,
yeah.
like we would have kept.
We
doing
wouldn't know. We wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same thing with what goes on today with the Middle East. But you know, it's because of these people that are embedded with with the combat folks that are over there that the news comes back right away. So when Obama wants to keep it hush hush and not talk about it,
Mhm.
or any of the government officials that we have, if they want to keep it hush hush, they can't because the media's out there.
Yeah, and it's
a plus,
easier to
it's a
be
good
leaked
thing.
out.
Yeah, yeah. People are going to, aren't going to like what's going on. We want to be safe, but with ISIS now, you never know. You never know. It's we could be shopping at the mall. We could be sitting here and having Starbucks. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
Because it's not like they have a uniform that says, "Hey."
I mean, they're just normal.
Yeah. Yeah. So go ahead.
What were your opinions about the presidents during the war?
Didn't care to. I don't think any of us. The people we cared about were these people that were with us, and with the camaraderie that we had. I remember when I was over there in '68. Robert Kennedy.
Kennedy?
Yeah, the Kennedy family. First, John, when John Kennedy was killed, I was still in high school. But when Robert Kennedy was killed, when I went to Vietnam, I was already married. So, and I remember getting a letter from my wife at the time, telling me that Robert Kennedy had been killed, and I didn't like that letter. I didn't like the fact that people back home were mourning a candidate, a presidential candidate, because we were losing our friends, and you know, nobody was giving them the airtime or the newspaper time or any kind of time to say, hey, what about the guys we lost yesterday or last week, or so the political stuff that was going on back home, especially during my year '68, didn't affect us at all over there because we were more into survival, how we were going to survive that day, how we were going to survive that year, how many others were going to come back. So I really did take insult to the letter that I got from my wife. It wasn't her fault.
Yeah.
But she was just sharing what probably most people were sharing back home. Oh, how sad that he was killed, especially since his brother, his older brother John, had been killed years before. I do remember feeling pain, feeling some hurt when John Kennedy got killed because I thought he was a good president. But when I was in the middle of a war, I didn't have time to mourn a president or a movie star or anything like that. That wasn't important to me. It's these guys that were with me, next to me, that made all the difference. So I don't think I think you're going to get that same answer from most of us that were over there. The politicians or voting or any of that stuff didn't matter to us at all. Or I know it didn't to me personally, but I'm sure that you're going to get the same response from most of us that were over there. It's like, politicians, forget you guys. And then we kind of had the feeling that they weren't interested in us. They weren't. There wasn't like they were in a hurry to bring the war to an end. So they didn't care about us. I guess we didn't care about them.
Okay. So your opinions. What opinions did you hold about American involvement in wartime, and has that opinion changed since the war has ended?
Then and now,
Yeah, like what did you hold back then?
like I told you, I think then as a soldier, it was important to be a soldier and do what was required of me as a soldier, as a Marine. Looking back now, I know it was a war that we probably should never have been involved in. I've heard people tell me that that war was for nothing.
Yeah.
But if I think the same way, that the war was for nothing, then that means that these guys that were with me died for nothing, and I can't accept that. To me, it's like, even though I know that it was wrong what we were trying to do over there, and today I probably would still put on a uniform and still go over to, whether it's Vietnam or the Middle East. I'm too old to go, but I would do it all over again. But I would, only because this is my country, and I love America, I love this country, and I would do it over again. But the war was wrong, and as I reflect back, I think whenever I hear that any of our guys, whether it was Vietnam or whether it was today the Middle East, American blood shouldn't be shed. When we don't have any other interest other than political might. We're trying to flex our muscles. Try to push other little countries around. Look at Cuba and Fidel. He's a little country out the middle of the water, Caribbean. Typically, he shook his fist at the United States. The United States, decided, hey, we're going to sanction everything that we do over there. We're not going to let you. We're not going to help you in any way.